Watch this. The Penhold grip gives you a hidden wrist advantage on no spin, serves that shakehand players can't replicate. In this lesson, I'll teach the Penhold no spin backspin serve. Penhold grip actually has a natural advantage when serving compared to shakehand or other styles. It naturally allows better wrist usage. For this no spin backspin serve, it's different from hook or side spin serves. The key is to keep the racket face flat. Don't let the index finger sit too high or the thumb too high. Index finger too high turns it into a side spin serve. If the thumb is too high, that's for the hook serve. For the no spin backspin serve, keep your grip neutral, right in the middle. Who should train this serve? Penhold players whose game revolves around attacking in the first 3 shots. Why? Because this serve makes it hard for your opponent to banana flick aggressively, and it's also difficult for them to read the spin clearly enough to commit to a quality short touch or long push. The key to this serve is controlling your serving speed. Mix fast and slow. Create rhythm changes. Second, maintain consistent height over the net. Whether it's backspin or no spin, the ball should cross at roughly the same height. This makes it much harder for your opponent to read the spin. Now let me demonstrate the Penhold no spin backspin serve. The classic model for this is Ma Lin. He's the benchmark. For stance, I personally prefer standing relatively upright. Why? First, it projects a strong, aggressive presence to your opponent. If you crouch too low, you won't create that psychological pressure on your opponent. Also, from a practical standpoint, if you're too low, your center of gravity is already down. After serving, you need to recover. If the return is a half-long ball or heavy backspin, you'd have to drop down again, making everything more complicated. So stand relatively upright but not completely straight. Shift your weight slightly onto your left leg. Now, there are actually 2 types of this serve. Let's focus on the low throw. For the backspin version, keep the racket face flat and send the ball forward level. This serve is especially useful when your opponent has a strong banana flick. For the toss, throw the ball about 16 centimeters high. As it drops slightly, contact the ball but don't hit the very bottom trying to generate extreme spin. You don't need the ball spinning back toward you. That looks impressive but isn't practical. Keep it simple. After the toss, push downward and forward. For the no-spin version, at the moment of contact, adjust your action to more of a push, hitting through the ball instead of brushing it. This serve uses a follow-through fake motion downward after contact. That may cause your opponent to pop the push-up high. If they try a banana flick, the low arc makes them hesitate and flick softly. As Penhold players, we can boldly step around for a counter loop. If they short touch a no-spin ball, we attack aggressively. If they push long, that's the most basic third ball opportunity, attack directly with a powerful forehand. Let me demonstrate the no-spin version again. My hand moves downward, creating the illusion of backspin. But at contact, it's mainly a push through the ball. Once you've practiced both, combine the backspin and no-spin together. Make your contact point more hidden, your release quicker and more sudden. That's all you need. So remember, neutral grip position, upright stance with weight on the left leg, and master both variations to keep your opponent guessing.
就足够了。啊，这个是转的，这个是不转。